In this episode, I want to show you how to create a Shopify app fast. For this, we are going to use Shopify CLI, Polaris, and Gadget. Welcome back to Building and Growing Shopify Apps. We want to build a Shopify app, and this is how I would do it today. So this is the app we're gonna build. It is a product tagger, and it lets us define our own tags. First, we can define a set of possible product tags in the app. The app then automatically scans for these words in the product description. And when it finds these words, it applies product tags with these words. As I mentioned, we're going to use Gadget, which is a platform which provides a backend for our Shopify app. They take care of backend hosting, synchronization with Shopify, and authorization. Gadget is actually founded by ex-Shopify engineers, so you can be sure they know what they're doing. This means for you that you don't need to take care of your app's database, which for me has been one of the biggest issues. I spent countless hours fixing database-related bugs, and you can use this time to do something that really brings you forward. I split this into two parts, where in the first one we're gonna build the backend and the frontend in part 2. So let's dive right in. I'm going to start by creating an account on gadget.dev. So after finishing their little product quiz, we're gonna choose Shopify in the next step. Here we can define our application name. I go with Turbo Tags. Once this is done, it's time to head over to the Shopify Partners dashboard and create a new app. In this step, it's important that we choose Create App manually. Let's put in our app name again and click Create. Then let's head back to Gadget. In Gadget, we click Add Connection and then copy over our new API credentials from Shopify. Once this is done, we click Connect and we get to this dialog where we can select the scopes that we need for our Shopify app. We are going to need the read and write permission to products. In the submenu, we also select product, which means this is synchronized with Gadget. After hitting confirm, we got two backend URLs, which we can now use to set up our app. The first one is the app URL, the second one the redirection URL. After we have set both, we can actually test our app already on a development store. And we can see how Gadget actually handles the authorization for us. So here are the scopes requested that we defined before, and this is success. Inside Gadget, we can also see that we have a shop installed. We can click on this and see what's going on. We can see that we have some webhooks missing, but we can fix this manually. Now it's time to put some data into our backend. We want to have a table that can save the tags that we allow. To do this, we click the little plus icon at Data Models. Here we can put in the name of the model, which we call allowed tag. To save the actual tag keyword, let's add a field with the name keyword, and it is a string by default. Now that we have defined our table structure, let's put in some actual data. For this, we go to the API Playground, where we can write a GraphQL mutation in order to insert data into our model. Let's create the tag with the name sweater. Once we execute this mutation and we see that it's successful, this is now in the database. To check this, we can go on Data and we see that sweater is indeed in our record. Now we want to set up a method to scan the product description whenever a new product is created and create product tags from this. We can do this in the Shopify product data model, where we select Create Action and run a success effect. Now we can write some JavaScript code that gets executed whenever a new product is created. The important thing is really the parameters that this function takes. API contains references to our data models, and record has the reference to the current product that was created. And finally, connections gives us a method to write the changes back to the Shopify site. Now let's go back to the data model and set the same piece of code whenever a product is updated. This means also when we change the text in the product description, it will scan again and create tags. Now let's try this out. Let's go to our test store and create a new product. Let's give it a title and also a product description. Let's save this and see if tags have been created. Oh, looks like we have no tags. So what happened? So let's quickly refresh the page. As we can see, the tags appeared. So this is happening because Shopify shows us the result of the new product immediately, but Gadget needs some time to run the code we defined. Only once this is run and the changes are written back to the Shopify backend, we actually have the tags. So we need to do another refresh in order to see the result. So with this, we have finished part 1 and we have built a backend in record time. If you don't want to miss part 2, leave a like and subscribe to the channel.